Sir! Sir! Where are you?
Yes. They've spotted me. Are you safe? Do you have the device?
Yes, I'm safe. And yes, I do have the device. It is right in front of me.
Good. Do you see the wires? You have the wires. You see the wires.
Sir, what wire do I cut?
Oh, you cut the gray wire. I repeat, you cut the gray wire.
Sir, they're all gray!
My God!
Hey, this is Danny with Let a Rip Tater Chip channel. Today is going to be about changing your strings on your guitar, and also I want to introduce these DR strings. These are Dimebag Signature strings. I've actually never used these before. This is going to be more to see how well these handle later on in a later video. I'll do another review on them. It's kind of surprising though, since I'm a big Dimebag and Pantera fan, that I've never picked these up, because I've only ever really played Ernie Balls and GHS. So this is going to be a new thing for me. I hope they work out very well, since I am a huge fan of Dime. So some tools that you'll need while you're changing your strings. Obviously you'll probably need some little snips to actually cut through your strings to remove them. Other tools you could use, little hand tool, is to wind your strings like this, so it's easier on you instead of just using your hand. And also, my parents actually got me this for Christmas not too long ago. It's actually a battery-powered one of these, so you don't have to, wind with your hand. You can just pull the trigger and it'll wind the string for you. Also, while you got your strings removed and stuff, this is a very good time to actually clean the entire guitar. You can clean your fretboard, clean your headstock, and some things for that. You can use some Q-tips to clean your fret bars. And then for the actual fret where the wood is, like the rosewood, you can use paper towels, or even what we call a shit rag, to clean the frets. Just for the body, you can use just a regular guitar polish and stuff like that. For your chrome and gold and other hardware on the guitar, you can use like Windex and stuff to clean it up, or you can just use a chamois or a fine micro cloth kind of thing to actually shine up your chrome and stuff. So you're going to take your snips and you're going to start cutting your strings off. On a Tune-o-matic bridge, you can just straight cut all the way through the strings. On like Floyd Roses and stuff, you don't want to do that. You want to do like maybe just one or two strings at a time. And I'll do that in a later video, how to restring a Floyd Rose. But for now, we're going to do a Tune-o-matic. So right now, I'm going to just cut all the strings off. Usually you want to put your hand down here, because sometimes when you do cut the strings, they'll fling up. You don't want to get hit in the face or the eye. That would be very bad. So we're going to just cut all the way through the strings. Boop, boop. Yeah. Boop. Alright, as you can see, all the strings went everywhere. You can pull out the part of the bridge where it holds the saddle, where it holds all the strings, and all you gotta do is just pull them straight out. And this would be a very good time to actually, remove this, remove your other part of your bridge right here, to actually get in here and start cleaning your guitar, the wood, the actual bridge itself, and you can get to the pickups. So you can just take a regular old guitar polish and a chamois, and you can spray it, and then you can just start cleaning your guitar, the wood, the actual pick guard if it does have a pick guard on it, and then you can also clean the pickups and stuff like that. Like you can take another chamois and actually you can just start getting all like the fingerprints and the dust and the grime. Usually you can use a Windex to get grimier stuff off. Then you can also use the chamois to like I said, to clean all the pickups, get all the grime off the pickups, the fingerprints and stuff like that. So then on the headstock, you can start taking your strings off. You can just start unwinding them and pulling them through. And this is where you can actually start cleaning your headstock and also the chrome and the tuning keys up here. Like I said before, you can use like Windex or like a clean microcloth or a chamois to clean all the chrome. For the actual headstock itself, the wood, you can actually use just the regular guitar polish. So you can just take a regular old like fretboard conditioner. You can spray it onto or sometimes they're liquid, to just put it onto a paper towel or a cloth or a shit rag, like I said before, and you can start cleaning your actual frets, like so, and actually cleaning the bars as well. You can clean the nut with it too. What I like to do is getting like a Q-tip and actually like getting kind of a deeper clean along the fret bars themselves, just to get all that dirt and grime that is collected through playing and stuff from your dirty hands and stuff like that. As you can see, there is dirt and stuff in between these fret bars and stuff, so just getting all that cleaned up. So I've already pre-opened the package for the strings, and what I usually do is I just start with my E string, my E6 string, and you take the bridge and you just start feeding right through. Let's go through with every one of them. And then now you can actually put the saddle on and start laying your strings down the fretboard like so. So guys, I'm going to start stringing the strings through the posts of the tuner keys. What I like doing is taking the low E string first and pulling it taut or tight to the 5th string post right here, and just putting a little bend in it. That way when I actually thread it through the hole in the post right here, it locks. And then you can just start spinning the tuner key like so. And also, when you're threading through this Explorer headstock anyway, you want to thread it underneath, not over top. This is the wrong way of doing it. This is the right way of doing it, because you don't want your string to be on top like so, like that, because that's just wrong, and it's going to put different tensions on the string, and it's no good. So you actually want to thread it underneath like this, that way the strings are aligned down the fretboard. And then I just like holding the string while I spin it to get it taut. You can also use tools like the little hand tool to actually crank your string to make it go faster. Or the little tool, you can buy like the little battery powered little screw gun. I'm going to turn it on. And you can just put it on and start threading it through like that. My batteries weren't low, unfortunately. So I'm just going to keep on pulling it out. And I actually, for all of the posts, what I do, like I said, for when I bin it to the fifth post up here, I just bin it to every post on every string down. And then once you get down to the high E, I kind of like eyeball it, you know, I get an estimate of where I need to bend it, like up here. So when I get down there, I'll show you guys. So what I like to do with the high E string is give a little estimate of where like a post would be on the headstock, and you just give it a little bend. And you guys may have soon seen through the fast forward version of me just stringing through the strings real quick. I'm holding it into the cradle that is on the nut, and also back here on the bridge. There's a little notch where you mess with the indentation on the guitar strings. You have to cradle it in there too to make sure it's actually seated right. Okay, now that we got the strings all strung through, you can start cutting this little excess off, or if you want to pull like an Angus Young or a Jimmy Page or one of your cool guitar idols and just leave them, frayed out everywhere, cool. But I like cutting mine pretty close to the post on the headstock. Alright guys, now that we got your guitar all strung up, it's time to tune it. You can use a little tuner like this or any other tuner that you have, like a rack tuner. I guess that is it for this video. If you like it, please hit that like button down below and also subscribe to the channel. And just remember guys, let her rip, Tater Chip.